Welcome back to another episode of A Little Bit Lit.
A chilling episode today.
Welcome to this week's episode, which is going to be a Halloween special, and we've brought in our favourite spooky gal, resident weirdo,
Excuse me?
Kelly.
Yeah. Like, is my introvertedness showing?
I don't
Just
know.
creeping?
I'm trying not to actually look at Sam in the because Sam, can you tell us about your costume today?
Wait, Sam's in a costume? What? I'm actually kind of used to it. I'm just like, that's John. He does his thing.
He's here. He doesn't have a corporal form. So I worked a night shift last night and I had about 30 minutes of sleep, forgot that I had kind of half planned this, and then just thought I would keep going. Like I would just punch through. So I look like shit, and this is a sheet for my bed, and I've cut holes in it for eyes, and we're just going to live our lives with the sheet with holes in it. It's not. It's a Hotel Republic $8 sheet, but YOLO.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, we love a committed queen, but
We do.
Like these two holes,
For
I mean, this is fine. I can deal with this.
You look great, sweetie.
Thank you.
Yeah, the background of this episode, I don't know why. I've actually said to Sam she's not allowed to organise them anymore because Sam, she was like real gung ho. She said, "Yeah, I'm going to
Labor Day.
organise Kelly for the podcast." No, I've got it, Mara. I'll organise it, and we'll wear costumes. And she had these great ideas. And then Kelly goes, "So what time's the podcast?" And I had just thought that you'd forgotten to tell me, and I was like, "No, I know I do." So
I think I suggested
think-
Labor Day like last week, and then I just yeeted out of there.
yeah. That's all right.
Yeah. But we're here, and I think actually the costumes turned out all right. I just didn't put on blush. That was my costume.
Oh, yeah. I just put on a t-shirt.
Is that the baddies have saddies?
Yeah, it's my
Baddies
baddies have saddies.
That
I
is
love
so
that.
cute.
Even baddies get saddies. I'm pretty popular at primary school, and I go to pick up the kid, and they're like,
I
I've
bet.
actually had 2 children come up to me and be like, I really like your raccoon. And I was like,
And you're
well,
like,
Thank
thank
you.
you for validating.
Thank
me.
you.
I'm
You need this on a
miserable.
regular basis.
yeah, on the inside, I'm drowning, but it's fine.
And can you show us your mug, please, Kelly?
This is Mr. Boggles.
Look
He
at all
is
that
from-
semen dripping down his eye.
So delicious. He is from,
Whenwood Ceramics.
Ceramics. Yeah. Rachel
think so.
from Wormwood Reads, or Art by Wormwood, but
She really likes wormwood.
we love Mr. Boggles. He's my little good luck charm. If this isn't a giveaway of my I like creepy things,
Yeah.
yeah,
Can I ask
Okay.
about
On the
the
end-
handle?
it's a
Is
a
it
little hand.
uncomfortable to hold? Like texturally, how
I
do you
don't
like
really-
show me how you hold your mug?
I'm a
Yeah,
holder, so I like to
yeah.
stick
Yeah.
one under his nose.
I think I do the
So it's
same.
like-
You're not a
Yeah,
oh,
I'm
nice.
not really.
Cheers.
It's mainly because beans. Cheers.
Mine is a Kelly cup. This is from Kelly. And if you know, you know. Gosh, I just choked.
Tickle.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
today,
Why is Kelly here?
Kelly is here because on the release date of this episode, what is also releasing, Kelly?
Well, this guy. Ignore
Oh.
the
Dang up.
Ignore the not for resale because it's just a proof. Oh yeah.
Hilarious.
Oh
Feel-
my God.
This is also art by Wormwood, so we know Rachel's drawn the cover and it is so beautiful. But this is our old mate Pataris. I say it with such a Kiwi accent, it's
Yeah, I was
terrible.
go-
Pataris. It's Latin. All the words in the book are the unusual words. They're derived from Latin, but I don't know how one would say it Latin-y. So that's
Yeah,
why
no.
it's
No,
Pataris.
that's fair.
Yeah,
She's done an amazing job because
it's so good.
that captures him so well. The physical book looks fantastic, Kelly.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So it's so good. Yeah, I'm slowly figuring it out. So I will we've got the lore, which is like a little plaque. It's really hard to see, but
No,
so that's the lore for the realms. Yeah, so the Gatekeeper comes out the 31st of October. I forgot the month. But yeah, and so I'm super excited to delve into this sort of stuff because I'm a bit of a spooky gal at heart. So
So for those that don't know, The Gatekeeper is a cozy paranormal romance that follows Portaris. Is that
Portaris.
Portaris? I think I was calling him Portarius.
Porty.
It's
I've been
just
calling him
yeah,
Potarius.
Portaris, yeah.
Portaris.
Oh my god, I'm just
Potato.
based on her
Potarius,
name.
Potarius.
Emmy.
Emmy, that's right. I was gonna say because I really liked Potarius. Yeah,
That's fine.
Potarius.
Potato,
Yeah.
potato.
So Emmy is a little spooky girl, and she
Yeah.
gets herself into a little bit of a situation. Now, I obviously very famously am not a massive paranormal romance girly in our group. Sam and Kelly love it. I don't often read it. So Kelly sent me a copy to read, and she immediately goes, I don't know, man. I don't know how you're going to enjoy
I
this.
don't think you're gonna like it.
And I have to tell everyone here, because I sent Kelly like a voice note immediately after finishing, I thoroughly enjoyed it. So don't take it at the surface level of it being a paranormal romance and thinking you're not going to be into it, because actually it's really cozy, Kelly. So tell us a
Yeah.
bit about branching out into this genre, because obviously it's very different from Hidden Valley.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know what to say. I have always just been really interested in spooky things. Like I was that kid who I was getting out true crime books from the like high school library. You know, I got really into New Zealand unsolved murders, and like I was that kid, and I still am that kid. So the supernatural has always interested me. And a couple of years ago, my brother-in-law, they were going to visit their friends in Italy, in Turin. I think that's how you say it. And we were discussing about, he was excited to go to see A Door to Hell. And it's like a thing there. And I was like, yeah. And we started talking about all the different gates to hell. From there, it's just kind of been niggling in the back of my head that I really like the idea of gates to hell. So many different religions have realms to hell and heaven, like Islam, Judaism, Christianity. There's like even Maori, they have like there's so many cultures that take inspiration from this sort of stuff. And so that's why it's not just one specific thing that I'm focusing on, it's all of the things. But I really like the idea of a girl falling or passing, however you want to say it, through a gate to hell. And what was it, maybe like a year and a half ago on the group chat, I said, how do we feel about a farmer? But he's not a farmer. He's like a monster farmer. And he's just the gatekeeper to hell. And then this girl comes through and then they fall in love. The end.
And everyone was like, yes.
Yes.
So that's where the Gatekeeper kind of started. And
Yes.
then what was the process about deciding, did it just naturally form into this cozy romance, or was that always the intention?
Yeah, no, I think it naturally fell into it. All of my stories are not plotted or planned. They are just, let's see where it happens. So, yeah, I just really liked the idea of, so the last human contact Pataris has had with people was about 19th century, like 1900s cut off sort of thing. And so he's very much awares, but not. And so I really liked that dynamic of like, what do you mean, like modern profanities and like just things like that, making him a bit sheltered or naive to our everyday life. But also a lot of his human interactions has been just like people arriving in hell and then just freaking out. So it was just, I really liked the dynamic between somebody who was arguably confident in that circumstance of arriving in hell and somebody who was like, yay, a human, but what does this mean? So
yes, I love that.
They have lots of really cute interactions.
They do. It's genuinely, I said it reminded me a lot of the book Legends and Lattes, which is a closed door. There's no spice whatsoever. So it's just like a really spicy version of that. But this idea that these creatures that are always like the bad guys in these myths and legends and these stories, they're just going about their lives and they just want to have a farm.
They're kind of bumbling around, like
yeah. Well, because why does hell have to be
full
this
of
horrible thing.
yeah, full
Like,
of
I don't
smart,
know.
cunning men. Give me the dum-dums.
Yeah, like, yeah.
I did want to ask though, okay, so in terms of the setting, and I don't think this is a
Yes.
spoiler because you've got some wheat on the cover, but I just wanted to
Is
ask,
it wheat or is it
is
maize?
the wheat a metaphor
Oh my God.
for, your own personal hell when you consume gluten?
Wait, I never thought of that.
So deep. It's so deep.
This is so deep. This is like my subconscious. I didn't even realize
Kelly's
that.
like, what's in hell? Gluten.
All I could think in
What?
the whole time
Oh,
when I got to this particular scene where Kelly describes where Putaris lives, it's just a massive wheat field, and I instantly thought, of course, in Kelly's version of hell, there's gonna be wheat.
it's
Because
everywhere.
I'm celiac for anyone that's like confused why wheat. I didn't. Maybe that is. Maybe
It
it's my
wasn't intentional,
subconscious.
or
It was not.
oh my god!
like wheat fields. I like how they look in the weird.
I think I was quite surprised how
It
well
was it.
wheat fields went with the setting. I think it
Yeah.
automatically worked. Like, it is a different hell than we're used to. There's no brimstone and fire. And I think the FMC kind of goes,
Yeah.
what the fuck? There's these fields of grass and like, where is the fire and the chained skeletons? But the wheat it fitted. It fitted really well.
Yeah.
This
It's
might be a
so
spoiler for book.
mundane.
Yeah. Well, it might be a spoiler for book 2, but the whole the whole inspiration for the wheat things, and it's the nerd in me coming out, was, you know, that scene in the Gladiator movie?
Oh, and he runs his hands through the wheat at the end.
That was it.
Oh,
It's
no.
like the whole time I'm like, gosh, that's beautiful. I mean, morbid, it's horrific,
If I hear
but
that song,
it's just beautiful.
Straight tears every time. Yeah.
Weeping.
Yeah.
Weeping. Okay, well that's interesting because I genuinely thought, yeah, fuck yeah, like you show
Yeah.
up to hell and you've still got your celiac disease and all there is
Yeah.
to eat fucking bread. Like,
Yeah.
what a time that is hell.
It would be. I would be one of the people that would just combust when I arrive there.
And then it'd
Like
take me
this-
now.
Yeah. Like, too much wheat. No, yeah, I never thought about. Wow, Mara, you know me so well. You're a true friend.
Mara is a thinker.
Well, no, when I read, I think of like English, year 13. What is the
Oh my
author
God.
trying to
Blue
tell us
curtains.
with the blue
mean
curtains?
that they are set. Oh
Yeah.
my God, we both went with blue curtains.
Yeah.
They
It's 'cause we
represent
both
the
went to same
sadness.
school.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's talk tropes.
Okay.
Oh, you really.
I mean, I made a whole
I
post
should've-
about it.
I
You
sh-
could just
I
read off
should have
that.
written them down. All I can think of is so there is belly bulging. So okay, let's backtrack. There is one thing that I have come to realize about fictional stories is that there is a percentage of people that immediately go, well, that's unrealistic, and the whole story is ruined for them. And this book is not that. It shouldn't be taken, well, he's an 8-foot monster. His cock is the size of her whole body. Like, that's not going to work, you know? But in my world, in my imagination land, all the cocks fit.
All of them.
So
Everywhere.
it's fine. So I really, short of the fact that like his cock is probably the size of the leg, but I really like certain aspects of dark or taboo romance, but I like putting them in a soft setting. So there is things like belly bulging and there is things like fisting and that. But I feel like it's done in such a way where you're like, oh, well, that's nice.
Yes, I felt that because I had never personally read belly bulging, so I didn't know it was a thing, and the fisting wasn't like aggressive. It was like
No,
very
yeah.
gentle.
Well, I think we all need to remember that fisting is actually, if it is, go queen, pop off. Fisting is, this is fisting. We all think this, and I use the emoji all the time, but actually, it's just gentle. It starts gentle, and then it,
Gotta ease your
you're
way.
not like,
And then
punching the cunt there with a full knuckle sandwich.
At a 90s
Yes,
rave,
yeah,
just
it's
like
actually a gradual, and so it's slotted in, shall I say, beautifully. But what took it?
Yes.
So I think I'd like to mention that this book has been awarded the #1 fisting scene ever written by myself. I'm very qualified.
okay.
Because what you did afterwards, I don't want to ruin it, but it just really took it to the next level. But it still felt appropriate. It was cozy. It was cute. And he just
Yeah, thank you.
beautiful.
Your eyes wandering off there. I can just see you
Just
fighting for your
daydreaming.
life.
I need some. I'm honestly I'm thinking about ripping it and just being like,
Take it off. Just take it off.
like in the Ace Ventura. Oh, I'm sorry, the intrusive
Okay.
thoughts one.
That's okay.
Now this
Sure.
looks
Okay,
offensive.
so,
Let me just correct myself.
yeah,
We love an intrusive thought.
So,
Tropes.
Sam, do you want to spit out the tropes? Because Sam
Yes.
actually put together this really cool graphic, and
She did.
Sam's been watching Canva
Yeah.
tutorials.
Sam's been doing a great
paying
job.
off.
Okay, let me lock it up for you, gals. Forced proximity. Touch her
Yes.
and die. Belly, bulging, breeding. One bed, one horse. Now, quick sidebar. It relates, so it's not a sidebar. We adjourn sideways. Is one horse a thing, or did you make that up? Like, is that a thing?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, I don't know either. Marge, have you heard of one horse?
It's my first one horse book, but I liked it.
Me
I think
too.
it should be a thing.
I think, well, it's a thing. Housecape. Sorry. Housecape.
What? Oh, right.
Healthcop.
Hellscape. And the last one, which is very niche, but I think if you are a paranormal gal, you'll get it. And it's my favorite trope in the world. What is kiss?
What is kiss?
Oh,
What is
yes.
kiss?
Yes.
What is mouth
Mouth
kisses?
presses.
Yeah, mouth presses.
Yeah.
What is mouth presses?
Mouth presses.
And I think
Yeah.
you nail it and so appropriately that yes, of course, he's a farmer. He's seen horses mate. He's seen dogs mate. He's seen dogs have puppies, but they don't kiss. They don't make out. They don't, flick clits. So I think it actually came across really genuine and sweet that he didn't know what a kiss was.
I think
And
it's
that
like
he
a
loved it.
cultural thing.
They're
Yeah.
not macking out.
I love that about, like, in a lot of the times in alien romances, there is an aspect of cultural just differences of like, we don't do
Yeah.
this in my culture. Like, we don't kiss. What does this mean? And then all the parameters, like when you start thinking about it, well, we don't just kiss on our mouth. We kiss our
Yeah.
knees.
Cunt kisses.
Can't kiss it. We kiss all the things. And I loved
love
that.
that.
I loved his exploration of that. Like, well, where else do we kiss? Like, this just can't be it.
Where else?
Like,
What am I limited
yeah.
to here?
You're
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
you know.
It's so, no, it was done so well, and it just makes it so much more, it makes him so much more endearing. I think
Yeah.
because he is this massive warrior and he can kill, almost anything. And he's got all these people that are scared of him, but then he's so fumbly.
Yeah, I think it is worth pointing out because I have had a couple people message me. So the gatekeeper, he is his own species. So
Yes.
he's not a demon. He's not a
Like
werewolf.
Doctor
He's
Who.
not.
He's a
Yeah,
gatekeeper.
like he is a gatekeeper. That is his intended purpose. So the gatekeeper species, you find out a little bit about their culture in the book, but the gatekeeper species men are born, and women or female gatekeepers are bonded. So they find their true mate or their soul mate, their fated mate, however you want to call it. I use bonding, and they become bonded, and then a female gatekeeper is then created from a bonding. So
I love that.
it's kind of the two halves.
I definitely got that straight away because I'm a bit of a Doctor Who nerd, and it's the same with the Time Lords. They're a species and they're sort of limited to. So I thought that came across really well, to be honest, to me.
Yeah.
Okay. How many
Sam's
books are in
thinking,
this
she's like,
series?
what?
I was just thinking that I'm like, I'm really fucking smart, obviously, but because I think quite early she says, I look at him for a longer period of time and think of the similarities, but acknowledges that he's not quite human. But also, like, guys, he's 8 foot and his cock hangs to his knee, like, where are those men on Earth? They do not exist.
Are they in Scandinavia?
If they do.
Like, aren't they the tallest people?
So there's 7 realms of hell.
Yes.
Are there
My
going to be
hell.
7? Yeah, sorry. Kelly's hell. Are they just multiple food intolerances, or
Next is there's cows,
you're not gonna
there's
you're
dairy.
not gonna be able to unsee that now?
I know.
Make the next
But
one
are
dairy
they-
farmers.
Farmers.
Vats of milk.
Are there going to be 7 books in this series, or is that just
Yes.
presumptuous of me?
No. So the intention is to have 7 books, 7 realms, And each book is its own separate universe type thing. So each realm is not like, it's like a standalone, interconnected standalone. So
Yeah.
some aspects will cross over, but not a lot, if any. So I'm not going to give away the spoiler, but you meet the person in book 1 who will be present in book 2.
I know.
But
I'm ready for it. I mean, like, shut my mouth, shut my fucking mouth, shut my mouth.
yeah. So, but yeah, you get little hints of what that world's going to look like. And I'm really excited to write that story and that. But I get bored really quickly. As a person, I have consumed too much internet and I need rapid change. And so I liked the idea of the theme continuing, of a person falling through a gate or passing through a gate and ending up in another realm of hell, and we get to navigate their journey and what that looks like.
Oh,
But there will be, they'll all be different. I have a orc one planned, a vampire one planned, a siren one, werewolves or hellhounds.
Woof,
So
woof.
they're they're all gonna be
Oh.
yeah, they'll all have different supernatural aspects, but it's slash
that's
monster.
so cool. I can't wait.
so when the Gatekeeper was coming out, I remember asking,
Yes.
oh my God, so who's on the ARC list? Like, who's getting the advanced reader copies? And you mentioned that the ARCs actually aren't that successful for you. Can you tell me
Yes.
what you told me again? Can you tell everyone else what you told me?
So
Help me out,
like,
Kelly.
I wouldn't say I'm a point of truth on this. Every author has a different experience. I would say across the board, from kind of different chats, different threads, different group chats and author spaces that I'm part of, ARC returns are not amazing. Unfortunately, I'm going to say it's really good to get a 20% return.
That is
So
low.
for 100 arcs, you would get 20. So the transaction, this is my understanding of arcs. The transaction is very simple. I'll give you a free advance copy of a book in exchange for a genuine review. Personally, I don't need for you to like it, but I would love for your feedback. And I think, there's so much more to it than that for me. I have been like DM'd things like, oh, I'm not interested in an e-arc, but if you send me a PR package, I'll look at reviewing it. And
The
I know.
audacity.
Shove that up your clunge.
just things like that. It really takes the fun out of the exchange.
Yeah.
And I want people to enjoy it and I want people to love it. That's obviously the intention. My books are an extension of myself. And so of course I want people like me. But when that exchange starts turning into, well, I want X, Y, Z, and then I'll think about it.
I'm just checking if I have reviewed all of your books on Goodreads. I'm just having a quick look. Okay,
I think
did it. Just do those.
But when you're starting out, you go, yeah, arcs. I do 100 arcs and I'll get 100 reviews and 100, 100 bouts of feedback. And this is great. And then, because this is my bit of fun, and I want it to stay my bit of fun. That when the take starts getting too much, it removes the fun from me. So that's why, at least for now, I am not doing arcs, and it's really shit because it's the authentic people that miss out.
Yes, yeah,
from that exchange.
But also, if it's not successful for you, put that time into something else where you will get.
Yeah, for me, I do it all myself. So it's like a month, 5 weeks of arc sorting. Like, it's not just a flick of the switch. That's a lot of time and effort. And I would just rather, if you were a genuine reader of mine, if you have loved my books, if you like my writing, if you like my stories, just DM me and I'll flick you a copy. Like, it doesn't need to, I don't need, I don't need the pressure of, I've sent out 100 arcs and only 20% have fulfilled that obligation. I don't need it.
I feel like that space on Instagram has evolved a lot since it initially started out. A couple of years ago, arcs were a really fantastic way for authors, especially indie authors, to get their names out there. Even publishers, there is still NetGalley, but they really relied on those reviews. It's like pre-orders or pre-sales for something, right? It gets people talking about it. However, now we're in such a fast-paced, moving space on the internet, and there's so many ads. It doesn't, unless someone really, really wants to read your book and really wants to support you, it doesn't come across as authentic if they just share it half-ass and don't review it. And there's also that entitlement as well, I think. I mean, you might not want to say that, but I will happily say that full chest. There's a lot of entitlement on social media now, especially in the bookstagram space. And I'm sorry, but you're not entitled to someone's intellectual property that they've spent hours and hours on. And just because you have a certain amount of followers, you don't get to just take it and then not give something back. It's a service. And a lot of people have lost their understanding, I personally feel.
Well, I mean, because before any of this, I was a reader and I took that ARC exchange seriously. And I was like, you know, okay, I can commit to this, and like this sounds like a book I'm going to enjoy. And I'm not saying that people don't, but it's the minority that have ruined it for me. Which is why I'm just taking a step back from it for now, and maybe in the future I'll look at doing it again. And like if you are a reader of my stuff and you do like it, just flick me a DM. I want this to continue to stay fun.
Yeah, exactly.
By worrying about the I want more for less, you're taking away the fun for me. So
I also think inherently we are a little bit lazy. Like the Goodreads star system's so quick, right? You just click stars, off you go. So if I have a look at In the Cover of Darkness on Goodreads, you have 700 ratings, which is fantastic. But the reviews are like 110, like it seems, it's too much to write a little bit, a little bit extra, whereas the star system seems to be quick, easy, you move on. But then you're also not getting any joy out of reading people saying, oh my God, I loved this. This character was amazing. It spoke to me. That fisting scene was amazing.
Yeah. I think there's an Australian, she's, I think she's Kiwi Australian, but
we'll claim her.
I saw a post that she did the other day just saying that she went on to Goodreads because she'd read a book, she loved it. She went on to Goodreads to do a review. And naturally, she fell into what are the 1-star reviews? We all do it. We all take a sneaky peek. Like, why didn't they like a book that I loved, sort of thing. And she just said she read several of them and they weren't constructive. They weren't helpful to anyone. They were just bullying and they were just mean. And she was just like, well, as a reader, I want to know why specifically you didn't like it.
I'm interested.
Why are we just why are we just going on here and hating this person for XYZ and not going, I don't know, just not moving on?
I think there are professional negative reviewers, and I'm like, is that like really the legacy you want to leave? You die tomorrow and all we've got to show at your funeral is these fucking diabolical, horrendous reviews. Like,
can I read you? Can I read you? Because you are a sidebar, but also praise you. You are a very mentally strong, I'm gonna call this mentally fit person. You protect yourself really well. Your mental health strategies are fantastic.
Okay. Watch me cry in the corner.
I do.
Yeah, what are you
Can I read you this 2-star review that I have just found on In the Cover of Darkness?
Sure.
While we're talking about unhelpful, unconstructive, attention-seeking negative reviews. Are you ready? Riddle me this.
I'm ready.
How could 2 ex-Navy SEALs not outsmart a used car salesman? I have confusion.
Isn't that the point? I mean, okay.
Shut the fuck up!
But but genuinely, I hear that and I go, well, there wouldn't be a book. It would be of course, in the real world, 2 ex-Navy SEALs or Special Forces, whoever, of course, they're gonna do all the things. But what is that, one chapter? Who did you bad? The end.
I think give the car salesman a little more credit. He's a fucking psychopath.
He's mentally unwell.
Comes up with some psycho shit, and if you're not psycho, you don't know where the psycho's brain's going. Like, come on.
And I'm also like,
It's just
I'm expecting a bit of, enjoyed this, that, and the other, found this plot hole, or didn't really find it believable. And then I would go, okay, so books where there is a, I don't know, unrealistic or imagination or fantasy aspect or anything that's not real life is not for you. So then why did you read this?
I mean, if you wanted to read a real life event, there is a million autobiographies of Navy SEALs.
There's actually a whole genre. It's called nonfiction.
There really is. Yeah. But for me, that's what I love. I'm going to write books that I want to read, and I love the theatrics of it. Why not?
And I know everyone's allowed to have their opinion, but Sam and I just do, it's like when someone's mean to your friend and you're like, hold my fucking earrings.
But also I don't like books, I will write something more it's my fault, so this I gave it a 2 or whatever, didn't realize it had this trope which I do not enjoy, or didn't realize the spice level was quite low, which is for me, but really great if you like lower spice, this, that, and the other. Or if I have something constructive, I'm not sure about the spelling conventions, or I found the tense confusing, but making these dramatic, riddle me this. I'm just like, who do you think is reading that? Yeah. And it's like, yes, queen.
But you just look like a crumpet. No, I don't know, just go have a cup of tea and relax, babe. It's not that deep. It's literally fiction. The romance genre. If you don't like it, don't read it. And I get value in negative reviews, because I've been watching The Grimoire, have been sharing conversations with Kat Sirota, and she mentioned, she actually learned a lot from her negative reviews and what people give back constructively. And I've read her second book, and I definitely noticed the difference. So I get there's value in it, but if you can't bring value to something, or at least be open, you just shut people down, and then I think that comes down to a lot of people not wanting to leave reviews either, because you feel silly. Then if you love a book, when you read a book and you're like, oh my God, that was amazing. And then you go to Goodreads and all you can see is people saying people who like this must be illiterate.
Yeah.
And then you second guess liking it.
Yeah. But I just generally, I read for fun, and I want to read nonsense. And I'll call my books are nonsense. They're fun stories that they're not meant to be grounded in reality. Hidden Valley is slightly different. That's my own therapy of regurgitating trauma and allowing people to have a happy ending, happy ever after, that I wasn't privy to in those particular situations. But that's what I wanted. Who wouldn't want an over the top possessive military man to sweep in when you're in a low and go, I got you, babe. I got you.
Well, and I think your writing style, and I said it, is just looping back to The Gatekeeper. I think that it's so captivating in the way that you've written it. It's you don't have to be a fan of the genre to be swept into the story. The way you drive the plot forward is just so consistent and engaging. I think that everyone is going to really enjoy this book, even if it's not a 5-star read for you. It's going to be a cozy Halloween read. So it is coming out on the 1st of October, and it's going to be available on Kindle Unlimited.
Yes. Yeah. Paperback.
So what have
Kindle
you got
Unlimited.
to lose to read it?
What have you got to lose? Yeah, and it's small. It's 200 pages. That's the intention, is for them to be short. Yeah, they're just going to be a fun little bit of something to dabble in. But now is a good time to point out that there are two lessons learned from writing The Gatekeeper. So earlier in the year, when I had started writing this, a little something happened, and it knocked me, and it knocked my confidence, it knocked my creativity, and I really found comfort and acceptance in the book space, and this thing devastated me. I'm not going to get upset.
Oh my God, you're making me feel sad.
No.
Sam and I are deep breathing our way through this, because This was
You guys
hard.
know we
yeah.
don't need to talk
We
about
don't
the
need to get
situation.
into it. We don't need to get
Yes.
into this situation. But
Yes.
What you
Take
had
But
it
gotten
as
to
my
out of
bread.
friends, you
Instagram,
guys are
what you had gotten out of the
But-
community was kind of taken away.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it was really hard to create this space where I don't even know what I'm trying to say. It was just really hard. It was really hard to navigate and really sucked my soul, and it took me back to that dark place that we've all been to, and I had to actively get out of that space, which, as if you've been there, it's not always easy, especially when I just wanted to belong and I was promptly told I didn't, sort of thing. And the people, my little community of you girls, were also told, like, actively, you're not welcome here. And so that was really hard to navigate. And what I found writing The Gatekeeper was that Sam, yourself, and Rachel, Winwood Reeds, you just not blindly, I mean, you knew what you were getting into, but you supported me along with the other girls, but you two specifically were just like, we got this,
This
guys.
is gonna be great.
And this is gonna be great. Like, it's fine. This is just a blip. And we're working through it. And Rachel and Sam, you guys just like helped me so much with the manuscript and just with edits and like, oh, I don't think this is good, and
Look, it
I
was
think this could be
kinder
better.
than that. I like what you're saying.
I think in the last episode, I don't know if you listened, Kelly, because we were actually talking
hope
about
you
the
fucking listened.
Gatekeeper. I said to Sam, what I really love, because I've seen it on a sort of less, I'm not involved in that initial editing process because I would be absolutely useless. But Kelly is so unbelievably vulnerable and open to feedback. She puts this story out and she's willing to take on these critiques to make it the best version of the story that it can be. And not everyone is capable of doing that. So for her to be that vulnerable still and still open to constructive feedback after a situation that
Use your
a
words.
situation that would make anyone want to shut down is just phenomenal. And I think you can tell, Kelly, like you can really tell reading this book when I say it was captivating every chapter. There were no lulls. There were no missed points where I was confused. That is because you were so open with your trust for your editors, and you guys came up with this amazing final product. And that's such a gift. Like I just think it's such a gift that you are able to still create and be like that with the people who matter. The others
Yeah.
don't matter.
I think that the overall aspect of it was that actually, if you don't want me, then that's fine. You're not worthy of it. Like, I'm good to be around my little group. And don't get me wrong, there are some phenomenal people in this community in different parts of the country, and I love talking to different people, and I wish we all lived in Wellington so I could see you all more. But yeah, I think I learned my lesson on, okay, like, we
Protect your
don't.
peace.
Good context, Kelly, because when something happened, it was awful. We've all moved on. You're doing fantastic. But when I read it, I thought this kind of feels like the author's note of your other series. And I just felt really, as someone else who is a low gal, I felt really sick that you had to revisit that feeling again, to get through it once and be like, I've got this, I've raised up, I've done this amazing feat, and then having to dig back down and do it again. I just felt, because where's the motivation in continuing to get up? Like you've already done it and you get knocked back down again. It is so much harder the second time because that, not hopelessness, but you're like, oh, come on. Like it's,
Well,
Yeah.
It's kind of like Mara said. I'm just like, we are all adults. We to a degree, all of us protect our peace, in different ways. Just to be, never in my adult life have I had such horrible things said to me, baseless horrible things as well. And so, it for something that is meant to be my outlet, it just really knocked me. But I think that's also something, that all of us as women, when we do find our little group of people, and what's that? I feel like Mari say it all the time, like,
We ride at dawn.
No, what's that saying where it's like sometimes friends come in for a moment
Oh, God.
or
A
like
reason,
a
a season, or a
lifetime.
lifetime. Yeah.
Yeah, a reason or a season
a
or a lifetime.
lifetime.
And for right now, I mean, I hope it eventuates to lifetime
How
stuff.
rude.
But for right now, secretly, I hate to. But
Winter's
for
over.
right now, I think we all just really value the dynamics of our little group and appreciate it's not like that. What am I trying to say? It's like as an adult, you girls were a really hard group of friends to find, and so now because it's really hard making friends as an adult.
So difficult. And
Like-
especially after you've already experienced, by this point, we've all experienced friendship betrayals and they
Yeah,
hurt way more than anything romantic. I
Yeah.
will say that. Women can be mean.
yeah,
So
and so
it's hard
it
to
was
be
just
vulnerable with people and find that friendship, right?
yeah.
Or you connect
And so I
initially
just really
and then see
appreciate-
a mega hat in their wardrobe and you're like, cool, this is over. It's awesome.
It is
Done. See you later.
it is Halloween,
done.
okay?
That is hard. That is really hard to know. I'd have to be like, so are we wearing that? Like,
Okay, shall we? We've got deep. Shall we go
Wait.
spooky? And
Spooky.
let's pivot. Kelly, our resident spooky gal, has come
Yes.
in to give us some spooky facts and stories just so we can make this episode a little bit more Halloween.
It's a little bit Halloweeny.
oh,
So, do you know that my kids really like that?
I don't
They
know where it's
heaven
from.
forbid. It's from the Nightmare Before Christmas.
So I've never
Christmas.
finished
Jack
the movie.
Skellington?
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
never finished the movie. I started it with
Halloween
Mara's
Jack.
girls and then
Yeah.
got bored.
And then she goes, are they okay watching this? I was like, oh yeah, they're watching all this.
fine.
It's quite dark.
Are they not
We
supposed to?
do. We do the Nightmare Before Christmas and the Labyrinth, but heaven forbid I put on Beauty and the Beast. And just like
Psycho
they're
talk.
screaming. Yeah. So spooky facts. I was going to do spooky facts, and then I told my husband, and he was like, "Well, those are lame." And then sidebar: aliens aren't spooky. Aliens
fuck
are their
up,
own
Paul.
categories.
Yes,
yeah.
that is
so
true.
I've changed into the direction of spooky things that I have been to, seen, and or want to do. So I went on a ghost tour in Edinburgh. I don't know if anyone's ever been.
I
If
did
anybody
one in
knows.
Dublin.
Yeah. So, Edinburgh, fun. This is a fun spooky fact. Around the 1600s, when they had a plague, they built the new city, what we see, on top of the old city in different parts. And they locked everyone in with the plague into that space. And they just went, laters.
See you later. We're
And so,
starting new.
I mean, this is an ad lib. This isn't a historically accurate story that I'm telling. But so anyway, so Kings Mary's Cross is a suburb, shall we say, of the old city that was closed in. And there in I want to say the 90s, a medium went into the space, and she goes, can't go in there because there's a little girl upset now, ain't she? And so what happens was she went out to the gift shop and she bought a little doll because Annie Anne, she could not find her family and she could not find any comfort. And so this medium went and got her a doll, and that soothed her. So if you go on this ghost tour, and I did it when I went in, I took my little doll. There's like a doll shrine in this one room where Annie is, and it brings her comfort.
Cute.
And that's
I'm into that.
the
so
thing
she
of this.
doesn't eat your brain. I love
Yeah,
that.
there's that. Yeah. And so most terrifying thing going on ghost tours, especially this ghost tour had like mannequins of plague people.
Oh, and the plague masks are awful.
Yeah. So anyway, so that was fun. The next spooky thing, if you're ever in the Czech Republic, now I was saying to Mara before, I had to go into my physical photo album to find my relic, is to find, this was the only photo I could find. So there
Are
is
they
in the
all
Czech
skulls?
Republic. Yes. So there
Are
is
they
about
real?
40. Yes, there's about 40,000 people that were buried in this church, and it's called the Church of Bones. And there are chandeliers made from human skulls. There's like coat of arms, wall decorations.
No good.
And the whole premise was that they want us to be buried in a holy place. I don't know how it goes about, well, we're going to take your
apart.
bones.
Who's like, I want to be a chandelier in the cathedral, please.
Yeah.
Like, who said that?
How did it?
I'll
Yeah.
be a
So
co-rat.
it's just human bones everywhere.
That-
So
I just want to know
Does it
how
smell?
they did that. Like, did they put them in a pit and let them like rot down and then go down and get them?
I guess you
Is there-
wouldn't, because you
Is
couldn't
there
burn
an
them.
aroma? Is there in the
No,
room?
it just smelled
Is it
like an op
cold?
shop from what I remember. I mean, it's not flesh. They're not like.
I know, but
I-
it's still like got remnants. Surely that is terrifying and
smelled like
not
Granny's
gonna
cupboard.
be-
Just
Got a
that
couple
sounded like a
skeletons in there.
sexual euphemism, and it's not. Like, it's really not.
It's fine. It's fine. It's
Yes,
fine.
we'll
Okay,
move
fact
on.
number 3.
Fact number 3, Waitomo Caves. Who has not been to Waitomo Caves? Mara
I
hasn't.
have not been to Waitomo Caves.
And you
Kelly
call
said
yourself
before,
a Kiwi.
who hasn't been to Waitomo
Yeah.
Caves? And I was like, me. Well, like, why would I
like,
go?
who even
Like,
are
I
you?
don't know.
Why would I go? Oh my God.
I
had
The
to be pushed off
glowworms,
the
whitewater
jumpy thing
rafting,
though.
blackwater rafting.
Like I was like, look,
Ugh.
I
Anyway.
can't jump, and he was like, you have to jump to start the tour. Like you've got to jump, and I was like, I can't. So I'm just going to close my eyes, and if you could just, that would be great. And he was like, health and safety, and I was like, look, I can't do it. So I don't know what you want me to do. And then he just pushed me off. He's like,
True.
fuck
None
it.
of my business.
None of my business.
Yeah, I slipped.
Whoops.
So Waitomo Caves Hotel is considered to be one of the most haunted places in New Zealand. And it historically was built on tapu land, and it is the
Yeah,
site.
not going.
no
I'm not
good.
going anywhere
Not
near this,
good.
Kelly.
No,
There's a
yeah,
reason
well-
why I'm not gone.
Obviously, I haven't had to look into it because I knew that Waitomo Caves Hotel was a haunted place because of those weird Kiwi shows that we get every decade or so, being like New Zealand's most haunted sites,
Love
like
that.
those
I
sorts
love
of things. And so I knew that it was. And so when I interneted it, and I was like, actually, we shouldn't be there. So, no wonder it's
That's
haunted.
the reason why I'm not gonna go.
Yeah,
anywhere. For me, anything that's a Māori version tapu,
yeah.
I ain't touching it.
Yeah, it was the battle of a lot of Māori and British settlers. So they had I think there were 2 big wars there, as well as the caves itself. This is information that I've learned. It was meant to be the home of a taniwha. So I mean, why are we going in there, people?
Why
Let's
are
not.
we doing this?
That's what touched
no.
my leg
Things-
in the caves. That's what it was.
I will say
Fucking knew it.
the internet wasn't around with the last time I was at
Yeah.
Waitomo Caves, so I'm
Yeah.
just that old. But the hotel is haunted with a Māori man. He appears. A Victoria woman. She appears, and the wife of the first owner, whose dress caught on fire and burned. She appears.
Busy hotel.
So those
I've actually
are
got
the
chills.
common sightings of the hotel. And if you go on their website, they actually tell you what rooms you should stay in
So
for
each.
Spooky
for a
encounter.
more likely to see the Victorian woman
thank
go
you.
stay in that
Yeah.
room. And yeah, so I
Yeah.
won't be staying there.
I feel like, I'd go and I'd be like, Koro, I swear I knew
Yeah.
nothing. I tried to tell these
Like, I don't know these guys.
I would go
They
there
could be
and
against
dress
my
up
will.
in a Victorian outfit and just walk around and just talk to no one and be like, "Oh,
So yes, Waitomo Caves. It's one of those things where I'm like, oh, eventually when we go up north, love to take the kids there. No,
No.
not happening now. Yeah, so we
No
won't
more.
be visiting. I'm killing
put on
tourism
their
in New
tonga,
Zealand.
put on their
Yeah. So, next spooky fact is, in fun fact about me, I used to live in Switzerland. I can hear Mel rolling her eyes. So there is a castle in Switzerland called it's this French, so don't hit me on my pronunciation. Gruyères. It's in
oh
the
you
French
nailed
part.
it. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Like I'm basically authentic.
Sounds great.
So, back in the Crusades,
Don't know when that was.
Yeah, I don't know how you read years. 1099. What the hell's how do you say that?
1,099?
back in 1099. How do we say
No,
years?
I would say
10. No. So
Yeah.
back then, it was common to mummy smuggle. Okay. So in this hotel,
Kinky.
and not in this castle, it's not a hotel. There used to be a legend. I don't know if you can see
Is that a
it.
head?
Game. So
Is
there
that
there
a
was.
motherfucking
It's
head?
a fucking hand.
Kelly, why
So
did you
there-
think that'd be a good idea for the fucking photo album?
Because I'm a bit weird. Okay. Why
She's like,
not?
I'm going to show my
Okay,
kids
why
this
wouldn't it?
mummified head
Yeah.
one day.
Why wouldn't it be? Actually, well, when I was getting the photo album out, the kids were like, "What is that?" I'm like, "Never you mind, child."
A dead person's hand. It's been preserved. It's been preserved remarkably well.
Yeah, it's great. So the hand has been there for a long time at this castle, and they didn't know where it came. There was a lot of legends that surrounded the hand. They thought it might have been like a thief that had their hand chopped off, something like that. But when science happened, they found that it was actually a mummified hand from Egypt.
Oh.
And it was common in that time to smuggle, or no, it was common for mummies to be taken. And then when that got banned, they smuggled mummies, but it's easier to smuggle parts
Yeah.
than a whole body. Logic, really.
Fun fact.
Oh,
So
that is
Cut it
awful,
up.
Kelly.
we have the mummy hand. So that's like in the foyer. Of
Is it
the
in a
castle.
glass
Anyway, it's great.
container or something? Like, is it in some type
Yeah,
of...
like a perspex. You don't shake it.
I'm
you
just saying, it looks like it's
Oh,
just there
surely
freeballing.
it'd have to have. Would it have like carbon air or something in it to preserve it as well?
I don't know. It's
Sorry.
just I don't know how I don't know how long it's been there, so wouldn't it be acclimatized?
Yeah,
To
true.
the-
True.
Also, if you are ever at that hotel, great Alien the movie. There's also a great museum
Oh, I
there of
do
that shit.
quite like Alien.
Oh,
Pop down
Yeah.
to that.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Fourth spooky fact is Krampus. Now Krampus isn't very big in New Zealand. We love
yeah. What
Krampus.
that? What is? What?
So
don't know what
Krampus
Krampus
is Krampus.
I've never
Do you
heard
guys
this
know?
word. No, I've
You've
never
never
heard
heard
this
of
word.
Krampus?
No.
Reinforcing. I love a bit of Krampus. So Krampus he's like
Is it a person?
so he's like a being. He's like a demon, and he has
Interesting.
horns. He's hairy. He's like goat-like.
I think I know what.
Yeah, Hollywood has made a couple of movies about him, which are not correct. But anyways, it's common in
They
like
got kind of
Germany.
wrong.
Just critique. But it's like common in Germany and Austria, like
gonna
those parts of
Google.
Europe. And they have these festivals where people dress up as Krampus, and he looks scary. He's great. And they will go and hit children with birch.
That's actually
tree
illegal in
sticks.
New
This looks
Zealand, Kelly.
terrifying.
Maybe that's
This
why.
looks
It is,
like
but
awful.
so it's kind of like a old wives' tale of like, if you're bad, Krampus will come and get you, and for the really bad kids, you are taken back to Krampus's lair and you are drowned or eaten.
Is
So
it associated with Halloween?
yeah, no, it's Christmas. He's like
He's
like how
bad
we
Santa.
yeah, like how we say, except not the drunken version.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not that.
Not that bad.
God,
Sam.
that's
So I
fucking
love me a bit of
terrifying.
Krampus.
God. These pictures are
I'm not a
fucking
fan.
terrifying.
Yeah,
Okay.
we love
We're gonna
Krampus.
do a whole montage of Krampus on a reel for you
I
guys.
suggest you all Google him if you haven't. He's a fun guy. So anyways,
Fun time.
Crampy
Oh my
Wampus.
God.
Sixth place is one that I haven't been to, but I desperately want to go. And when my kids are old enough to bear international travel / we've won lotto, I will be jet setting to San Jose, California to visit the Winchester House. Now, have you guys ever heard of the Winchester House?
No. Is this one of the spots from Ed and Lorraine?
No, I don't know.
The like the Conjuring and
Oh,
you
The
know they would do
Conjuring.
that. No.
I-
Ed and Warren. No, it's not
I'm
the
going to
same
be
place.
honest. I stopped watching those movies because I found them a little boring.
Yeah, no, but
So
the Ed and
Alright,
Lorraine Warren
Kelly.
were real.
Jesus
They were real
Christ.
ghost hunters. Yeah, I didn't sleep for a week
So-
after The Conjuring. No,
I
but
can't
they
watch scary
collected
movies.
all these demonic things. I thought that was what their house was called, but I guess it's not.
You were thinking of that's like the Amityville Horror, that house, and there's like the Elfiel's Poltergeist and
No, but
Annabelle the
Ed and
doll thing.
yeah,
They were the
and they
paranormal. I shouldn't quote marks.
yes,
They actually
yeah,
were. They actually
yes,
were paranormal investigators. Yeah.
I've
demonologists.
heard
Demonologists.
of
Yeah.
Winchester. I feel like there's a movie or a series, but I can't watch actual scary things. Like I watch Scary Movie instead of Scream.
I want to say that the last name for the boys in Supernatural, weren't they
Yes, yeah,
called
Dean
Winchester?
Winchester.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Yeah,
anyways, Winchester House. So the man who invented the Winchester rifle, who
Mr.
was like,
Winchester.
which was Mr. Winchester. That must be his name. So he was popular. Sorry, the rifle. What is that? Krampus?
Is this the torture house?
that's the house. No, that's the
No.
house.
Yes.
Winchester
Okay.
House.
So yes. So
where people go to get tortured?
no. He
Sam,
invented
let me
the
finish.
he invented the Winchester rifle. You need the context. The rifle
Yeah.
was very popular, killed a lot of people. Old mate Winchester died. Okay, so Sarah, his beloved wife, wealthy as fuck for that time.
Love that for her.
She ended up seeing, I want to say, a medium. It could have been a psychic or someone. So she went and saw, this is the legend. She went and saw this person, and that person goes, spirits are angry. Spirits are angry, coming to get you. So naturally, as a wealthy woman of her time, she goes, oh, I'm going to fuck with you. And so she started construction on her house in San Jose, and it famously has doors that open up to just walls, stairwells that go to nowhere, rooms that just are built
They're all
funny, like
they're
slanted.
around the number 13.
Yeah, so, and every night she would sleep in a different room in this house
gosh.
to evade the spirits. So it's like a labyrinth, and
Yeah.
it's still there, and I want to go on the tour and like get my spook on and stuff. And I think it's just fascinating. I mean, did she have mental health problems? Probably.
Was she
But
creative?
the lady had
Clearly,
Very.
money.
she was schizophrenic, but she
Yeah.
was rich.
She had money and she could get construction. I mean, yeah. So that's fun. I mean, there's
Wow.
all the truth sides to stuff, and which isn't so fun. Apparently, she just said, you know what, let's stop building and just close
Yeah.
it up. But
But
that's not fun.
it says that work on the house continued 24 hours a day until her death
Yeah.
in 1922. She was
Yeah.
crazy lady.
Yeah. Very.
24
So
hours.
Shit.
So I want to go and
That would
see
be enough
that.
to drive anyone mad.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
it would. And then I couldn't really think of the last spooky fact. So
Oh, I
I
could
was-
come up with one.
well, I've
if
got
you- well,
one,
it's-
but
Okay, sorry. No.
Not
Oh,
that
sorry.
exciting.
No. Go.
But so this is a place that I will not be visiting, and it is mainly because it is a 3.5-hour desert ride to get to the place, and I get car sick, so I'm not doing that.
That's over.
So there is the most recognized gate to hell is in Turkmenistan, and it is literally a burning pit of natural gas. Google it.
Hang on. Natural.
But I'm not
to
sorry, it's not
hell.
worth 3.5 hours in the car.
Yeah, no.
Oh my God, that looks so cool. That looks really cool.
Yeah.
It's a natural
Yeah,
gas
it
field
looks
that
like-
collapsed
My
after the Soviet
gosh.
geologists were drilling, and they set it on fire to prevent the spread of poisonous methane. The fire was expected to
Yep.
burn out in weeks, but it has continued for over 50 years.
But it actually
Wow.
looks like you're like, yeah, obviously, gate to hell.
I always find like New Zealand is kind of spooky, but we're quite young in terms of like a country
Oh, right.
compared to Europe, other continents. New Zealand is really young, so our spooky
Yeah.
stuff really goes back to like the 1800s, and that's sort
Yeah.
of where it is. And it's not, like you grow up in New Zealand, you go to a hotel, you're not really going to see something spooky. Whereas I
Yeah.
found when I went over to Europe and I was going to all these different places, there was just always weird shit happening and no one cared because it was just the normal. Like we were in this one place in Italy and the bedroom door, like the hotel door just flung open. Like we were
Absolutely
all
not.
sitting there. It had been locked. It had been
Absolutely
locked.
not.
One of my friend's makeup bags, like fell on the ground and smashed like her foundation everywhere, but it was zipped and on the bench. And it wasn't like a bench. It wasn't a ledge that could fall off. We stayed in an old nunnery. This was a Kontiki, and I
Oh, well,
heard
you were
footsteps
asking
down
for
in the
it.
hall.
There.
Yeah, it was just a
Yeah.
hostel though. It was just a hostel, and footsteps all night up and
Yeah.
down the hall. And I came back. So obviously I'm Māori. I had a greenstone, pounamu, when I was away, and I came back and all of the colour had drained from it.
That's right. I remember you telling me
And
this.
it was,
What?
I didn't think too much of it, and then I stopped wearing it for a little bit, and I found it in a drawer, and I thought I'll start wearing that again, and I started to get really bad headaches. And then I saw a work colleague, and she was quite woo woo, and she grabbed it one day and she goes, "Ugh, take that off." She just was like, "No,
Yeah.
that is the weirdest
Bad.
energy I've ever felt from a greenstone." So off it went. Off it went. And you're not supposed to in New Zealand put jewelry or especially greenstone in the mail. I put it in an envelope, and because my parents said send it back to us, we'll bury it in Gisborne. And they're like, "You're not allowed to put this in the post." And I was like, "It needs to get lost."
Yeah.
So I didn't tell them. They're like, "Don't say anything," because I think it was a Māori woman there. She's like, "Okay, don't say."
Yeah.
And my parents never told me if it made it there or not, or whatever happened to it. I was like, "I don't want to
None of
know."
your business.
And
Yeah.
they bought me a new one instead. But that's a fun little fact for people who don't think that there's firmly believe that pounamu are sacred, and I think they are protective. And
Yeah.
as far as I'm concerned, that
Yeah.
stopped something from coming back home with me. And it
Totally.
trapped it. And I was like, "See you later, alligator."
No, I
Just
firmly
thinking
believe in all
about
that
it.
stuff. Just a little. It's even like if you've ever gone like house hunting or something, can you go into a house and you're like, absolutely not, we're not going in here. Just like those vibes and stuff. But I completely agree with the pounamu and protection and all of that sort of stuff.
My parents growing up had a couple of properties. There were two properties where the people in them came to a unexpected end. And I remember going into them afterwards and finding that because we were helping, mum and dad clean it out and get it ready for new people. And I found that really like, it felt off. It felt off. It felt icky. It felt cold.
energy
was,
there.
no good. And then I remember and being young and being told, like, do you have to tell people? Do you have to disclose? Like, how does it work? Because I don't know how you could live in a place where that happened knowing that the vibes were off. But I don't
The vibes are off.
I don't do spooky intentionally. I'm a very scaredy person. I wet myself as a 16-year-old going through the corn maze in Hawke's Bay. And then I had a panic attack and had to sit on the bus back seat with piss pants.
That for you.
Yeah, and I was on a hockey camp and there was a boy that I liked and we kind of made out during the week and I was in the back of the bus with piss, sitting in the back seat crying. So that was as far as spooky.
Devastating.
Real traumatizing, like 14 years later.
A
I'll
real
never forget sitting
core
there.
memory.
Yeah, stinking of piss on an empty bus waiting for them to come back and being like, and like the panic attack was massive. The actors had to come out of character to be like, help me get a brown paper bag. And I hadn't even got past the first
my
stage. It was
God.
just where you go through the corn maze and there's a girl skipping and she's singing. That was it. Pissed myself, panic attack.
Good enough.
And then she came out of character and I was like,
Oh.
so I've got some
She was
light,
really
happy, spooky quickies because that's what, I was thinking about my top 3 Halloween movies, which are very different to those that we've discussed today. Casper the Ghost.
A sexual awakening.
I literally have right here.
Yeah.
Were we attracted to human Casper?
I can't
you know what? I've
remember.
been thinking about it. It comes up every year with Halloween, and I think it's Casper, Ghost Casper
What?
that you star. You're like
Yes,
Ghost
yes.
Casper in the movie that you're like,
He's cute. He's bubbly. He's
how's
funny.
it going?
Yeah.
And
then
then
at the
it
end,
just gets better when he turns into
He's
human
so
Casper,
hot.
and you're just like, oh.
he's
Yeah,
so
love
hot.
this. Sexual awakening.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
love Casper. You didn't fancy human Casper or ghost Casper, Mara?
Can't remember. I
Forgot.
probably was reading a book whenever I was watching Casper. I didn't really watch. Like, I just can't remember.
Can I also just caveat to that? The brother at the start of what's that witch movie with Bette
Hocus
Midler and
Pocus.
Hocus
That's
Pocus.
also on here.
Hocus Pocus.
Curie Banks. I do know that
brother
one.
at the start of that, when it's back in medieval times,
Before
also
he's a
Sexual
cat.
Awakening.
Yeah. Pre-cat.
Yeah.
I was
Thackeray
into him
Binks.
as a cat. Like I
Yeah.
just it was great. It was really good. Like I just think they nailed that sidekick, but he's still interesting. Yeah. Anyway, I'll look into that therapy later. But I really loved him as the cat. And my third favorite movie is Practical Magic.
That's a good film.
Again, I
I
can't
just-
remember. I've seen it. Can't
Nicole
remember.
Kidman, Sandra
Yeah, like I
Bullock.
know.
Yeah,
I've got the
The
movie kind of in my head.
roses.
Can't remember it at all. I'm the type who literally probably just watched Hocus Pocus and Harry Potter on repeat
was it.
every. Every year, me and my little sister will watch Hocus Pocus and talk about it every Halloween. It's just I'm a
That's
creature
such-
of habit.
So for
Right,
my
edit
quickies
it.
today, they are would you rather spooky themed. So option 1, would you rather a vampire boyfriend who has to eat you out every period, or an ogre boyfriend who has to suck your snot out once a week?
I love how Mara, you're like, oh, yuck, eat her out. And I'm like, well, when in Rome, like, why not?
There was a movie with
sorry.
this scene in it, and did you watch Saltburn?
Yeah.
Did you ever watch
No, I
Saltburn? And he
didn't.
wasn't a vampire.
No.
But he was
He
short
goes
on
down
iron.
on her while she's got a period. He's not a vampire, and the whole it's the one where someone drinks Jacob Elordi's bathwater. You know the guy
Yeah.
that
And
Barry
sucks his cum out
Keoghan?
the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that one, but he also eats out the sister while she's got her period. And I just think of that scene. So I think I'd do the boogers. I don't care. I think I'd do the boogers. I'd have the ogre.
Kelly?
I mean, I like period playing books. Like, wait, but you can get off, Mara.
Yeah,
Why are
that's
you
true.
saying
Yeah, why am I picking the
twice
booger?
not? Yeah.
Why is he sucking
When
the
it's
no,
like
snot?
literally? Yeah.
I thought about it too as soon as I said it, and I said, you know, you came in real hot, but no, you're right, period, all the time.
Yeah.
Paul just came in right as I said that. I don't want you to eat my period.
It's interesting that she's not interested.
I'm not interested. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, so Kelly's period as well. There you go. Vampires all the way.
Imagination land and real land don't need to cross
Exactly.
over
Not related.
sometimes.
Thank you.
Would you rather be a witch with a stutter, so it takes you about 2 minutes to do a spell, or a wizard who uses his penis to do the spell? So either you're whipping your dick out to do your spell, or you've got to do it verbally, but it's a stutter, so you're going, it's just this, stutter. So it's slow, or you whipping your dick out to...
I'm curious with your choice because you did have a stutter
Oh my God.
for a little while. So what would you prefer?
If you weren't aware, I had a traumatic brain injury post-concussion, and I had a stutter, so it affected my speech. And as someone who's had a stutter, it is so frustrating and slow and irate. So I would get my dick out, and I've also, I think it'd be quite fun to wave a dick around, so I would definitely use my dick as a wand.
Yeah, I think I would too.
How did I not know you had a TBI? Or did I know that?
You did, but you've also had one, so you forget
I
quite
know.
frequently.
That's why I can't remember names.
This is an annual conversation that you two have, and it's really infuriating for the
probably
rest of
talked
us
about
because we know you know.
I've forgotten you had
What's
one.
that
How did you
going-
do yours?
What? How did you do yours? Genuinely, I'm like,
She got kicked in the head at a rave.
I don't know
yours.
this. But also, I hit my head snowboarding on
I
some
didn't
ice
know
and
that.
concrete.
My story's cooler.
Both so genuinely you two.
Well, I feel like we do this every 6 months. Just like
I don't wanna be involved.
Yeah, no. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, apologies in advance for the next time this comes up.
We'll circle back. So, Kelly, are you waving your penis wand, or are you going to stutter through your spells?
No, I'm going to stutter because all I'm thinking about is what if you have to do a thing with children? Think of the children.
Kelly, don't
What if
make
you
it
were just
a war. Can you
Like-
imagine just whipping your dick out because there's war
Yeah.
and being like, "Expelliarmus!"
Yeah, or at the mall.
Expelliarmus.
We need to get in a battle and I'm at the mall and I've got to get my dick
Here's
out.
my flaccid
You make
penis.
a very valid point, Kelly.
It's a
Yeah,
very
you make a
solid
very
point.
valid
Logistics?
point.
Also, yeah, if it's
Yeah.
flaccid,
Okay,
I don't know
and
if
the
I want to
final-
be waving around my slinky.
But you know how guys can move their
The muscles in their abdomen.
Fascinating.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
they
actively
tense it and it goes-
trying not to say wiener. If you could
Make it
have it
sweat.
in your pants and twitch it, and
Yeah.
that's
Take
it,
that.
fine.
Okay.
That's fine. Yeah,
Come what may. Yeah.
yeah.
Last one?
Last one. I already had two, but I'm going to think of a third one because I'm motivated. Well, yes. I would like to know, of your 7 books that you are writing with those
Yes.
different types of species. 2-part question.
Yes.
1, which one would have the biggest penis? Part 2, which one are you most excited about writing? It's not a quickie. I just wanted
The
to.
orc.
Yeah. No, I don't.
Pacharius would surely have the biggest penis. It can't get bigger, Kelly.
What
Yeah.
about the orc? I feel like
Yeah.
the orc would be girth
Steve's quite
thick
big.
boy.
Steve is the orc.
for sure. So,
That's the
okay,
whole
who's got the
plan.
biggest penis? I definitely think the orc would have a bigger
Probably,
penis.
yeah.
Girthier, I think Pacharius length, and the most excited is because I'm hoping it's sapphic, is the siren.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Intriguing.
the sirens, or I can only think as far as the next book. So
I'm waiting
just
for my
know-
gladiator one.
I just know what the universe will look like in each of the spaces. So yeah,
Not the
Yes.
penises. Okay. Head
Not
out of
the
together,
penises.
Sam. We've been told.
yes. I have a spooky quickies. This is one I do to my husband all the time. If I die and I'm getting cremated, are you putting me in the bedroom or are you putting me in the lounge? So where am I watching you with your new wife so I can haunt you?
I would like to be made into some type of vessel that sits here next to the bedroom, that's very omnipresent, that's very much, I'm here, I'm always watching, with maybe a picture with me. I don't know. I want to
I'd
be
like to be
haunting.
made. I'd like a few of my
Always
ashes to
around.
go into the mold of a flesh wand, just so that I'm always there.
Genius.
You know.
help him finish
What?
off, into a fleshlight.
You can never move on.
Yes, I'm
You
taking
can never move
Paul
on.
can never
I'm
move
gonna do
on.
this.
You
He
imagine
only gets his
in
flesh
your
wand.
will, you need a DIY flesh wand kit, and you
This
need
is
to
my
some of me
wife.
in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have a couple of stipulations about if you move on, like the next person, can't call themselves Rue or Fletcher's mum. They can't be involved. They can't touch them.
Yeah.
They can't touch my shit. They can't sleep in
Yeah.
our bedroom. Basically, it'll be a shrine to me. You'll be single forever. Because that's what I do, right? If he goes
Okay.
down, we're doing the convent. We're all moving in together.
Yeah.
You can bring the kids. You can bring your
You can come move
husbands.
in with me, Sam.
Yeah, but it's over for me. I'm not
I
doing
just
this again.
genuinely think,
Yeah, I would agree. I'm too.
yeah.
uh,
I've said to
I'm
Paul,
done.
I'm
It's
like,
too late.
dating in your
Yeah.
later life, like, fuck that. The
Absolutely
trauma, I
not.
don't want to go through that.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think my husband would. I think he would just be like, yep, that's me. I'm going to be a boring old farmer for the
Yeah,
rest of my life.
I'll
I'm
stay
single.
here.
And he's like, way too much effort. You and all your
Yeah.
personalities were more than enough for one lifetime.
I've changed my mind,
And I'm like,
guys.
great.
Good. I want to be taxidermy.
What?
And I want to sit in the corner of the bedroom in a chair with my mouth open.
Oh
Have
my
you watched-
God. That is so rogue.
Have you
And he
watched the
gives
Ed Gein show on
No, because
Netflix?
it's too scary.
No, Kelly.
Okay, sorry.
Madison Rae does a great job.
I
I've
have
heard,
seen
though,
the
sublime
chair.
acting.
I have seen the picture of the chair, but
Yes.
I would be fully
Wait, the nipple
stuffed.
chair?
No, didn't he make a chair out of skin for people?
He made furniture and stuff.
Oh,
In the
God,
show,
that's
there
awful.
is a chair where this girl, he's brought a girl over and she's like, well, that's interesting. What's that? And he's like, it's a nipple. But it's a lady, it's like a lady that he'd killed nipples. It's like,
Oh,
but I think
lovely.
she's like, oh, that's so weird to be like a cow nipple or something. She says something else and he's
Yeah.
like,
God, that's awful. Where would you
Yeah.
be, Kelly? Would you be in the bedroom or the lounge?
I feel like I don't know. I feel like I would be in the bedroom. It'd be like, I'm watching you, buddy.
What's that song? I always feel like somebody's watching me.
That one.
And I get no
Yeah.
privacy.
I'd be made into like a body pillow and I have to be in the bed with him.
Sam, you definitely look like one of the people from Django right now.
Yeah.
I can't fucking see. These.
You really need to put the glasses back on because we're borderline entering
Oh,
territory
God.
we shouldn't be in.
We should. Yeah, we can't put that on the internet.
Yeah.
Are we safe? We're safe?
Okay, so we're
That's
safe.
a lot better. Yeah.
Thank you
Yay.
so much, Kelly, for joining us for this spooky Halloween episode and sharing with
Yay.
us all about the Gatekeeper and your interesting little spooky facts.
Thank you for having
For those listening, you can get the Gatekeeper now on Kindle Unlimited as this episode is
Yes.
live. And please leave a review.
me. You don't have to.
You do.
You do.
We will be reading through them.
Yeah, apparently Sam will be reading them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
Critiquing.
the 2 stars. Because there are no 1
Yeah.
stars.
Aren't
No.
Okay. Well,
Oh, okay.
I don't think so. No, I found 2 stars.
Well, I might have a celebration coffee.
thanks for getting a little bit lit with us. We'll see you next week.
Te wā.
Bye.